I am this close to having my nonprofit up and running. And those that know me know I've been a mentor, that I've been advocating for our youth, and the community. So to the council, before I launch anything and put it out publicly, what programs do you have for our youth in the city? Is there some for mental health? Is there, I know there's no activities that I know of. So I need to know what we do have so I know what to target.
I think we do have Daymar, I think Daymar help we use. I don't know how much,
To what degree?
I don't
We
know. Like I
wrong
said,
with, you can finish, Ram.
I don't know exactly how much, but I do know that they do deal with, youth. So you could probably check with him and see exactly what debts they go into it, cause I don't know. But I do know they do it, because I had a nephew that went there, so I do know.
Brother Hunter, I think your 4-H have them when they get in trouble. You wanna get them before they get in trouble.
Well, 4-H, there's $125,000 allotted for this county last year. 4-H got $100,000 there for at-risk kids.
Yeah.
Where are the at-risk kids?
They all at risk.
Well, no, but see, that's the general state. What I mean, at-risk supposed to be come from the court system.
Right.
Am I not correct? So when you say all of them, I know we all, I was at-risk kids, so I'm talking about the funding that goes to like, Team Up Connection in Charlotte, who does 50 kids, which I was mirroring. The court system gives them the kids. That's how their funding comes in. So if 4-H is getting $100,000 a year for at-risk kids, where are they?
That's the question you got.
And see, this is the thing about, I'm here, I'm home now.
Yeah.
There's so much money that's coming in Nelson County through grants, cause of Tier 1 county. But we don't see the fruit of that money. I just wanna know which arrow just shoot me in the right direction, cause I'm here now, folk know my heart, and my feet's on the ground.
Well, give me a call.
Man, you don't answer your phone now, Claude. Come on. All right, I got you, Fred.
We do now acquire the Silverton Park. That belongs to the town now. Just food for thought.
Okay, what we gonna put on it?
Just food for thought. We just got it.
Okay.
All right. Any more comments?
No, sir.
All right, down to new business. Discuss and consider approval of stormwater planning grant funding offers.
Mayor, members of council, this is a $400,000 U2 grant that we received for the stormwater planning project.
We all hear good.
Need a motion. All in favor? Discuss and consider approval of the 24-25 annual operating budget amendment.
Mayor, members of council, the tax roll came in lower than anticipated. Also, by law, we have to amend it to reflect the tax roll that we actually received. So in this case, the 89.15%, which is very low. So we amended the budget, we cut the budget for FY 25 into 24-25.
Need a motion?
And we need a motion.
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Discuss and consider appointment of Maureen Mason being deputy tax collector.
Mayor, members of council, the county is our tax collector, but we have to make a deputy tax collector, and we thought it was a good idea to make our finance officer our deputy tax collector. So she would be that person.
I make a motion.
I
to
second.
appoint.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town staff report. Chief Martin.
Mayor, I don't have anything at this time unless you guys have something.
No, sir. Mr. James,
He was not here. We are going to start to look at, the weather breaking, start to look at our potholes and fill our potholes and repaving some of our streets. We have money in our POW bill available for that, so we will start to initiate, some of those street projects.
Good.
Interim Chief, Jason.
Mayor and council, last week was a challenging week. We had 2 shootings that, I took to heart, went home upset over it. But I can say that within roughly 12 hours or so, we were able to make an arrest in one of those cases because of these folks back here and the assistance of the Anson County Sheriff's Office and the SDI. The second case, we're working on closing that one very soon as well. So 2 unfortunate incidents involving gun violence, which is unacceptable. 1 is too many. I commit to you, as well as these fine men and women back here, that we will do everything we can to continue working towards reducing gun violence in this community. With guns comes drugs. With that, I've done a lot of work, and we were able to get a canine that I hope within the next 6 weeks will be certified and on the road working. The dog will be a dual-purpose canine. The dog can track, it can do article searches, it can search for drugs, it can do building searches. So I think that will be a big proponent to the department as we work on reducing crime. Also, I would like to recognize Officer Sykes. Unfortunately, he could not be here tonight, but he was selected as Officer of the Month for January. During this time, he registered himself in 3 classes to better himself on leadership. He made 5 felony arrests. He has worked very hard on closing cases that he's interacted with businesses or the public here in the community. So I just wanted to make sure he got recognized for his hard work. For the month, we had 30 arrests for various reasons, and we responded to 1,014 calls for service. That does include self-initiated activity as well. I'm a statistics kind of person, so looking through those stats, there's some things I think that we can do better as a police department. I think we can do better patrolling the neighborhoods and business checks at night. Those things need to improve because with visibility, you reduce crime. And that's what we're here to do. Any questions for me?
How many officers do you presently have on staff now?
Right now, so the goal is 19 certified and 1 civilian. We are short, we have 1 in rookie school, which is taking up one of those places. She won't be done until, I believe, July. And we're short 2.
Okay, so it's gotten better.
Yes, sir.
We understand it's gonna take time to do things that need to be done. We appreciate what you do and what's going on. We appreciate the people that's come to work for us. It's been a daunting task, and we know that. And we had a meeting this weekend, and you caught us up to speed on it. So we just thank you for your service and what you're doing. And we got our support. We do everything we can to help.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
And the young man that wanted to talk last month, I can't think of his name, but I talked
The
to
guy
him.
from Georgia Fox?
Yes.
Yes.
He's gonna be coming back. I told him what the format was, he understood it, but I think Ms. Cox reached out to him also. And his biggest concern was having, I told him he needed to come in and let the council know, he was looking for a building to store these toys and everything. So I told him to come back and present it, so people could hear it and be able to respond to it.
And I also reached out to him.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Finance Officer, Ms. Mason.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. A good part of January, has been working on the budget. The budget amendment that you just approved was a lot of reworking almost the entire budget, and also working on the upcoming budget. The budget amendment, just wanted to leave it open. Does anybody have any questions? Okay. December's financials. As you know, we didn't get any. I apologize for that. We are having problems with the company who processes our credit cards. We had a meeting with Invoice Cloud the other day, and they've identified the problem, but it is an extremely difficult, time-consuming process. Ashley spent almost the entire month of December dealing with that. I have told her and Invoice Cloud that that is not gonna happen this month. Invoice Cloud is gonna reconcile our credit card charges, so we are not gonna have that problem this month in that respect. What's happening is they're closing out at the wrong time and everything's getting all mixed together and the charges cannot be identified. The budget retreat, as everyone knows, happened on Saturday. And as I said, we are well into the development process. The directors, I have to say, I was shocked and pleasantly surprised. They did an amazing job because I changed the whole process and how they do it. It's gonna be a much more detailed budget for you all. And the forms that I gave them are something they've never seen before, and they did fantastic, and I'm just so appreciative. At the meeting, Mayor, you asked that we set up 2 dates for more budget workshops, because we do have a lot to do. So if I could recommend a date, and if it doesn't work, if we could just work it out. Is there any way that we could meet next Monday? And I asked for next Monday because I would like to have a couple of weeks after we meet to finish putting together the budget, so I can get it to you the week before the next meeting. And then if there's any questions, we can discuss.
5 o'clock?
5 o'clock would be great.
Can we do the 10th at 5?
10th at 5.
I'll do my best, that's it. Don't let me hold it up.
Let's tentatively do, that's one day, the 10th at 5.
Okay, and then I was wondering, we may find maybe in March we don't need that second meeting, but I'd like to set it aside and put it on the budget calendar. If we could meet on the 24th of March.
Okay.
That would give you all time to review what I gave you and to get back to me on any changes, recommendations that you want me to put into the budget.
That's the 24th at 5.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
And I wanted to give you an update on the financial report and the audit. Danielle has submitted a draft to us. Wiley and I are in the midst of reviewing it. It is being reviewed by Potter and Company. They audit the audit. Danielle will be presenting at the next council meeting.
Should be presenting the budget, I mean, the
All
audit.
right.
Yes, sir.
That-
The audit. Yes, Yes, sir.
complete?
Yes, sir.
Completed.
Yes, sir.
That's good.
Once you get through the leases, it's pretty easy, and once you get through the
Wow.
drafts.
It's, wow, that's good. It's good. 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 Anything else?
That's the date, am I correct, March third? I'm not misspeaking, am I?
That is correct.
Okay. Any other questions?
Yeah, Ms. Murray, were you able to get the balances for those three, the Wadesboro Park Project Fund, the Downtown Revitalization, and the Thread Trail accounts, the designated funds for those
I
from last year?
didn't know you would ask me about that, sir.
I sent you an email. That's okay, we can talk a little later. They're designated funds in three different accounts from
Okay,
last
could you
year.
give them to me and I can get them to you
Sure.
tomorrow morning?
The Wadesboro Park Project Fund, that was what I suggested in my notes to y'all on Saturday, to maybe put towards the splash pad, restrooms, upgrades, and showers.
Yeah, I read the note, I read your whole, note that you sent over.
Yeah, the revitalization project was for like uptown, like on the Chippewa Square, but maybe we could use some of that to acquire that last.
Yeah, $41,000 left in that fund. Yeah, I contacted the state said that we need to pull that fund out, who will be, analyzing what we're gonna do with that project.
Because we can't really do anything with it until we acquire that piece of property then out there.
We contacted our legal team here, and he's well aware.
No, you're not referring to the email you sent me on Saturday asking me for those balances, are you?
Yes, ma'am.
Uh,
It's okay.
Did not.
And the Greenway Project Fund.
Okay.
The Greenway Project Fund is designated, $55,000.
That was an old project, I'm thinking.
This is the connectivity with the Thread Trail to connect us to the rest of the state.
Are you talking about the trail that goes on through Pineville and Charlotte and all that?
The easements, yeah, basically it's a thread trail that goes through Carolina
Yeah.
and hooks to the whole country. Lots of people like to walk, and we got $55,000 for it. It's a good thing just to show them another amenity and walkability and welcome.
As we go back to the showers and stuff,
Splash pad?
yeah. I don't see showers, Mr. Long, as, when I go to the one in Indian Trail,
Maybe I meant bathrooms. What we're saying upgrades for those, I'm talking about stuff.
yeah, showers
The
on.
signage and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
but now put showers in there, we
Yeah,
are
we don't
doing the
need showers.
bathroom.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm thinking
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm thinking,
Yeah.
restrooms, and the only shower that I think they would have is already in the budget on the, or in the design on the edge where you wash off before you get into it.
The little, yeah.
There's a little shower that you pull.
Yes, yeah.
Not even built, just wipe.
But we are redoing the bathrooms at that location.
okay.
We needed extra money, there it is, or just kill the fire ants.
Mr. Moore, fire Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Mr. Ross?
Mayor and members of the council, I just have a couple of things. Central Line Council of Government, which is who Mr. James Luster works for, is asking for an elected official to be a delegate and an alternate delegate to serve on the delegate board. So it has to be an elected official. I can't do it. We need a delegate and a alternate, and I'll just be sending you guys information about that. We get funding to, we're a member of that organization, and they help us out a lot, right? So it'd be great if we could find 2 people to serve on that board.
I'll be one.
Okay, awesome.
I'll take one.
Okay, awesome, okay. That was easy. So the mayor will be the delegate, and then who was the alternate?
Either one of, either.
Mayor Pro Tem? Okay, all right, I'll get information about that. Last meeting, Ms. Martin complained about the speeding on Morgan Street. Right here, yeah, and, Jason, can you give us a little update? I think you guys did some enforcement action there. I know she's not here, she told me to ask about it today, so.
Yes, we did some enforcement action. Surprisingly, the first car that got stopped, they had a warrant. They went to jail. But there were other violations that either we chose to give a warning or we cited the driver.
Okay.
We were out there.
Fair is fair. Fair is fair.
That's all I have, sir.
At this time, Mayor and Council, any comments, Mayor and Council, members? Mayor and Council, at this time, we need a motion to go into closed session. All in favor? All right, we're now in closed session.